The tournament begins with a clash of absolute power. Thor, the strongest Norse god, enters with Mjolnir awakened, a living weapon that only Thor himself can control. On the human side stands Lu Bu, the Chinese warlord famous for being unstoppable on the battlefield. The fight becomes an explosion of monster-level strength. Lu Bu unleashes his ultimate move, Sky Eater, slicing even the heavens themselves, while Thor responds with Garrod Thor Hammer, a world-ending strike. Even after losing his legs, Lu Bu refuses to bow, fighting to the very end. Thor respects him, but ultimately crushes him. A brutal start. Humanity sends Adam, the first human, designed in the image of the gods. His ability, the eyes of the Lord, lets him perfectly copy any divine move instantly. Zeus enters in his final form, Adamas, pushing his body beyond its limit. What starts as a simple brawl becomes a contest of endurance. Adam can match every attack, but his human body begins to break down. Even blind, he keeps swinging for humanity, fighting until his last breath. Zeus barely survives. The man known as history's greatest loser finally gets his chance to prove himself. Sasaki, who spent his life losing and learning, fights Poseidon, the god who sees all other beings as beneath him. The fight is strategic, slow-burning, and brilliantly written. Sasaki analyzes every slash, every movement, evolving mid-battle. Poseidon summons storms and divine speed, but Sasaki unlocks his ultimate technique, Tsubame Gaeshi, slicing the arrogant god in a beautiful reversal. Humanity's first victory. Possibly the most morally complicated fight. Hercules represents justice, hope, and humanity's best side. Jack represents its darkest. The battle in the fog-covered London arena plays like a psychological thriller. Jack turns ordinary objects into divine weapons using his gloves, while Hercules uses the 12 labors to transform his body. It's brains versus raw power. Wounded and exhausted, Hercules refuses to hate Jack, and Jack ends the fight with tragic respect. A pure power battle. Raiden, born with impossible strength, finally gets to use his full muscles, thanks to the divine restraints from his Valkyrie partner. Shiva fights with passion, dancing through flames and destruction. Blow after blow, both fighters break the arena apart. Raiden nearly overwhelms even Shiva's godly forms, but Shiva's final transformation gives him the edge. Buddha shocks everyone by joining the human side, facing Zerofuku, a being born from all human misfortune. Zerofuku's attacks come from deep loneliness and frustration, but Buddha calmly dodges everything using future sight and his transforming eightfold path staff. Driven into despair, Zerofuku loses control and transforms into Papin, a monstrous form overflowing with negative energy. Papin overwhelms the arena with raw, chaotic power, forcing Buddha into his toughest fight yet. But Buddha adapts, shifts his weapon form again, and counters Papin's attacks head-on. With one final strike, he defeats Papin and frees Zerofuku from his suffering.